Philippine Red Cross has deployed hundreds of staff and volunteers to manage first aid and help desk stations for today's Traslacion. Joining us via Zoom is Red Cross Secretary General Gwen Pang. Thank you very much for joining us, Ms. Gwen.
Thank you very much also, Paolo, and good morning. And good morning, everyone.
All right, so first and foremost, let's take a look at the amount of help being afforded to all of the devotees by the Philippine Red Cross. Could you give us a bit of information on how many and where are these help stations situated and what kind of assistance do you provide for the participants of this annual tradition?
Thank you, Paolo. So we have assigned over 1,000, hold on, let me check, over 1,000 volunteers and staff who who's supporting us, for this Traslacion, no? And then we have 500 on the ground, and then we have over 500 also monitoring in different Red Cross offices, no? And then we have 18 ambulances deployed, and we have 20 ambulances on standby in case they need augmentation of support. We have one command post, one emergency field hospital with 50-bed capacity and 6 beds for ER. And then we have a water tanker. We also have water stations for the devotees if they need water. And then we have two rubber boats designated in the Ayala Bridge. And I think now the procession has reached already Ayala Bridge, no? And then not only that, I think we also have we have more than 10 foot patrollers who are going around assisting the devotees with flags and also with stretchers in case they need to pick up patients. And then we also have assigned fire trucks, rescue trucks, 6x6 trucks in the area. So those are what we have prepared for this feast of Jesus Nazarene. Then as early as January 7, we were already in Quirino Grandstand for the picnic until yesterday. And then today we started the procession operation at 4:40 in the morning. So our staff and volunteers are continuing to be there. So our teams are composed of doctors, nurses, first responders, first aiders, rescuers, and welfare workers.
Ms. Gwen, what are the types of injuries that you are expected to help manage? And of course, what are the types of reports have you received at this time with regards to the volume of people requesting for help?
Yeah, the usual ones, the minor ones are like minor injuries. So we have attended to people who need help for suturing because we have lacerations, we have abrasions also. We have cases of minor wounds. We also have supported patients with. We have 6 major cases, of which 2 of them were sent to the hospital, and then 4 were treated in the emergency field hospital of the Philippine Red Cross. And then we have also referred to the PGH, DOH emergency tent, emergency ER tent that's next to us in the KKK area.
Well, obviously,
the usual ones were people who have already some illnesses, and then they still went to join the event, and the condition was exacerbated because of joining, I think, the procession, and then they had difficulty of breathing. Some will need ultrasound, some will need ECG support.
Ms. Gwen, how long will the Philippine Red Cross be at the liturgical feast? Of course, there is going to be, I'm sure it won't just be there just for the procession itself, as there's going to be a large volume of people who will be there towards the end.
I'm sorry, Paolo, can you please repeat it?
Until when will the Red Cross stations be up to assist the people in Traslacion?
Until we finish. Until 2 hours after the procession, or until the Andas will reach Quiapo Church. So we will continue to be there.
Right, ma'am, can you give us a bit of a history lesson on how long the Red Cross has been providing aid to the devotees of the Traslacion? And will you continue doing this in the upcoming years as well?
Yes, good question, Paolo. Actually, we were looking into our file, no? When did we really start supporting the feast of the Jesus Nazarene event? So we cannot really say when, but in our record, I think it's nearly 30 years that we have been supporting this. And then yes, we will continue to support because this is really the work of the Red Cross. We are in saving lives, alleviating suffering. So and then we have expertise in big crowd event, no, in helping to ensure that the crowd will have a safe, and peaceful event. So that's why we will continue to do this support and services to our kababayan.
Well, do you have any advice to the public, especially those who are going to be part of the procession, the devotees in particular of the Black Nazarene?
Well, number one, I think those who are planning to go, please continue monitoring the news, like watching the Billionario News Network. And then we also in the Philippine Red Cross Facebook account, I think they should also monitor because we are live in our Facebook account, and we have updates given, especially where is the procession now or the andas. And then, well, we continue to be vigilant. We have to continue to be, we try to be safe. Then in the event, there will be stampede. Please go with the flow of the people. Avoid that you will, avoid counterflowing the crowd, no? And then also know the exit points, know where the Red Cross stations are. If you see any Red Cross with banner, and then if you need help, please do approach us.
Well, she is the Philippine Red Cross Secretary General Gwen Pang. Maraming salamat po. Thank you very much for all the updates.
Thank you very much, Paolo.